I can't believe it. It looks like it might actually happen, and the screams of the thoughts of the world are what you're hearing in the distance. It actually looks like this moving forward of a outright TikTok ban is happening. TikTok now is under federal criminal investigation. The United States has now moved to force the sale of TikTok to a United States company. Now TikTok is coming back and refusing that, which will undoubtedly lead to an outright ban of the software. And I literally couldn't be happier. I literally could not be happier about it. It's absolute joy. It brings me absolute joy to think about this app going away. I think that it does absolutely nothing good for society. And if you agree with me, please leave a like down below. I think it is where predators hide. I think it is where the worst ideas, the more degenerative, the most damaging ideas are artificially surfaced through the algorithm to destroy Western society. That's what I believe. That's where all the weirdos are. That's where all the predators are. That's where all these people, all these pronouns come from. That's where all these trends of kids, with Tide Pods. This is all TikTok. Okay, so I want it to go away, and I've got some great news today because it looks like it may actually be happening. Shout out, by the way, if it's Friday, first timer Friday, I would absolutely love Coffee Brand Coffee, as you know, is my company. We have 15 different coffees, flavored, unflavored, blueberry cobbler, hazelnut churro. We have double caffeinated. We have cold brew bags, K-cups. We have a dozen organic teas. We have hot cocos. Promo code The Quartering. All I ask is that you check out the reviews. All I ask is you check out the reviews. And if you have the product, please do leave a review. That would be excellent. These are all my actual customers, and you can see we have thousands of reviews, 4,100 of them, with an average rating of 4.8 out of 5 stars. So promo code The Quartering, support the channel, try it out. I guarantee you'll love it. If you don't, I'll make it right. TikTok under federal criminal investigation for now spying on American citizens. This is just the beginning of multiple TikTok fails today. TikTok, whose parent company ByteDance is controlled by Communist China, is reportedly under federal criminal investigation for surveilling U.S. citizens. This news comes as U.S. lawmakers released bipartisan legislation earlier this month that would allow the United States to ban the app. The Biden administration has stated that it supports the legislation. Forbes reported that the FBI Department of Criminal Justice Division Fraud Section and the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia opened the criminal investigation over TikTok spying on American journalists. Prosecutors have subpoenaed ByteDance in its efforts by its employees to access U.S. journalists' location, information, or other private user data using the TikTok app. Forbes was the first to report that the Beijing-based company was surveilling United States journalists, and later that TikTok admitted that it happened. TikTok General Counsel Eric Anderson wrote in an internal company email obtained by Forbes that in this case, individuals misused their authority to obtain access to TikTok data. Well, this is what we've been talking about. Have you left a like on the video yet? Each like on this video increases the likelihood that TikTok will be banned. This is what we're talking about. This is why the United States wants to ban TikTok, is because they can't keep their data under control. And so they say stuff like, oh, well, we're going to move it to the United States. We're going to base it there. And then, oh, a bunch of Chinese developers have full access to all the data. And they access it. Oh, oopsie doopsie. Sorry, we'll do this other thing. Oopsie doopsie. Looks like they're spying on journalists. So it's like they've been given a million chances. ByteDance spokesperson Jennifer Banks confirmed to the publication that the spying did occur. We have strongly condemned the actions of the individuals found to have been involved. What was it, the Chinese military? And they no longer are employed at ByteDance. Big whoop. The military placed another CCP employee in there anyway. Our internal investigation is still ongoing, and we will cooperate with any official investigations when brought to us. Biden administration demanded this week that ByteDance sell the vertical video application or face an outright ban in the United States. The Committee of Foreign Investments in the United States, a board composed of 9 cabinet-level officials who weigh the national security implications of international investments, recently ordered ByteDance to sell the platform, according to the Wall Street Journal, released on Wednesday. The company vowed to spend $1.5 billion to protect American user data and ensure that Chinese officials could not access the information. Baloney. We've been told this before. FBI Director Chris Wray stunned U.S. senators last week during a Senate Intelligence Committee hearing when he revealed the capabilities that the app gives Communist China. In response to a line of questioning from ranking members of Marco Rubio, Wray said that Communist China can use TikTok to control data of millions of users, to control the software on millions of devices, and that they can use it to drive narratives to pit Americans against each other, which is exactly what I said I believe it does too. Wray then warned that not only can China use TikTok to control narratives in the United States, but also that U.S. officials are, quote, not sure that we would see any of the outward signs of it even happening. And I think the most fundamental piece that cuts across every one of those risks and threats that you mentioned that I think Americans need to understand is that something that's very sacred in our country, it's a difference between private sector and public sector. That's a line that's a non-existent in the way that the CCP operates, Wray said. Rubio then noted the differences in what users in China see on TikTok as opposed to what users in the United States see. For example, in the US, kids are being encouraged to choke themselves out. We've had kids not survive it, Rubio noted. In China, they're encouraged to focus on math and science and rebuilding the country. Wray agreed with Rubio's assessment that the poison that China is pumping into the feeds of United States users is one of the many ways that China is using the app to weaken and damage the United States. Now this, with the CEO coming out in full panic mode saying, TikTok CEO says the app sale won't address the U.S. security concerns. Well, then what's left to do now? If they're saying, well, banning it's not going to fix anything, okay, or selling it, okay, well then just ban it. Literally everybody will be fine except for eGirls. You know, all the girls that use it to funnel young men into spying pictures of their beehole, yeah, they'll have to get a different job, or they'll become Twitch streamers or YouTubers and do the exact same thing. Nobody on this planet needs TikTok. Now, TikTok's CEO said Thursday that forcing the video sharing app's Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell it would not address, the security concerns raised by the U.S. and other nations. He told the Wall Street Journal that doing so would not provide more protection than plan to ensure the United States user data is accessible only by the Oracle Cloud and the firm's US-based security team. So far, I haven't heard anything that can actually be solved by this, he said. Chu noted that he welcomes feedback on other risks not addressed. The Biden administration is now reportedly demanding Chinese owners divest their stakes in the app or face a possible ban, according to the Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with the matter. While Chu explained that he and ByteDance considered the initial public offering of TikTok, he told the Journal that there's no concrete plan right now. If protecting national security is the objective, divestment does not solve the problem. A change in ownership would not impose any new restrictions on the data flows or access, a TikTok spokesperson said in a statement to Fox Business on Friday. The best way to address concerns about national security is with transparent US-based protection of user data and systems, with robust third-party monitoring, vetting, and verification, which we are already implementing. Now, I think you just shut it down. I mean, it seems pretty clear to me. You know, it seems pretty clear to me. And you see, like, this is what I'm talking about when we're talking about the use of TikTok, right? What it does to our kids. You see how TikTok went from teen sensation to political pariah. In the 7 years since TikTok was born as a niche lip-syncing app for Chinese teens, the platform is reshaped. Critics argue that TikTok's Chinese parent company, ByteDance, makes the app a national security threat, potentially allowing it to share data about American users or to steer algorithms at Beijing's behest. I believe this is exactly what they're doing. I also believe that here in the United States, we allow way too much foreign investment, way too much foreign influence in apps in our digital world, and we would do better to be more restrictive. China wouldn't allow the United States version of TikTok to be used there. This is a fact. Anybody who knows anything about China knows that some US version of TikTok would never be allowed to exist beyond the red firewall. Like, it just wouldn't happen. So why should we care about them? You know, why? If the only thing that could possibly explain it is money. People, getting involved in their money. There are a lot of good creators on TikTok. There are a lot of good trends on TikTok, but it is my opinion that it is overwhelmingly a net negative. It is overwhelmingly a security risk, and it is overwhelmingly a plight on our youth. It is the place where people, these groomers, grow their audiences, spin them off into private Patreon chat rooms. It's where weirdos recruit other kids to go get surgeries and have body parts removed. This is where all this stuff is happening. It's not happening on YouTube. It's not happening in like on the playground. It's happening on TikTok. That's where this stuff is popularized. That's where this stuff all spreads. So why not just ban it? And by the way, we need to look at other Chinese-owned apps too, and really be, if we're going to talk about national security and we're going to talk about how this stuff is used, there's absolutely no reason why we can't rescind access or ban them. They want to sell it to some United States owner. I don't even think I like that either, because they still can be, controlled and use it for bad. And also, that's exactly what the platform is being used for. I hope that we wake up Monday and this whole app has been removed, to be quite honest, unless major changes are made. I'm looking forward to reading all your comments in the comment section down below. Make sure, try out coffeebrandcoffee.com. Just check out the reviews. By the way, we re-enabled our gift boxes too, by the way. So we have our gift box builder here. So if you got like an Easter box you want to build up, or somebody's birthday, or someone at work, now you can do your custom gift box builder and get all that going too. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.